Welcome back, guys, to episode number 2 of Every Critter, Every Map. What we're doing is, our goal is to take one of each species with the recurve bow on each map. And we started with the Redfeather Falls map, and in episode number 1 we got several nice whitetail as well as a Roosevelt elk. We hunted down out of the Darkwood Lodge and had a pretty successful hunt. We're now up north, up where my tent is near the little pond up here where this little moose hoof shaped valley is. And that's actually where we're going to be headed, is over there, because this valley right here is not only usually good for moose, but there's usually a lot of blacktail there. And having got our whitetail and our Roosevelt elk in our last episode, this time around we're looking for black bear, blacktail. In fact, there's a blacktail right there, as a matter of fact. Black bear, blacktail, and a bull moose. We of course want bucks and bulls when it comes to the actual deer and moose and elk and things like that. A bear, I'm happy with a male or a female, but the one thing that binds it all together is they must be taken with the bow. Recurve only, using tracer arrows. Now let's make darn sure I've got my blacktail stuff set up here. I do. Let's get our moose juice up here as long as I'm looking. That fellow was right down there. So we're going to see if we can get eyes on him. Now the blacktail and the black bear are going to be the hardest part of this, because they are both very, very skittish. Now a bear, we can push his buttons a little bit, get him to charge us, maybe get a shot on him while he's charging us. But the blacktails themselves, they are very sensitive. So if we're fortunate and we can get a blacktail out of the way early on, that'd sure make this whole thing a whole lot easier. Look here where that sound came from, right down in there somewhere. See if we can get eyes on him. Be nice to get a nice one. Our Roosevelt elk wasn't much to write home about, though we did get a couple of fairly decent whitetail. Ease down the hill just a little ways here, and we'll give a call, see if we can pull him out of the mist. Oh, he called back to us. Right down over there, huh? Not that terribly far out there. Far enough that we can't get eyes on him, though. River's right out over there. He's somewhere right down in that area. Got 39 meters to that tree, 41 to that tree, 16 to there. So that means this ridge line is about 16. To that ridge line there. Alright, so we've got a good ranging. Just a matter of whether he's willing to make the trip. Because of course that's the biggest thing hunting with the recurve, is you got to get the animals within range. we can take a shot out to 40 meters, but doing so is a pretty risky situation just because we're shooting practically blind at that point. With the recurve, if you literally place the arrow rest over the animal, you got a 40-meter shot, but that of course covers up the animal out at that distance, and so you're kind of pulling a Hail Mary. Come on, blacktail, I'd sure like to get my blacktail buck. Get that out of the way. Like I say, they're real sensitive, and they can be hard to take with the bow outside of a stand. If he'd just show himself, I could make sure and get myself set up appropriately. Keep thinking I can hear him walking, but there's a lot of blacktail in this area, and so we've got a chance of another deer coming up on us from behind. Normally I pull back from the place where I set a patch and get a nice 20-meter shot set up, but the way this hillside is makes it kind of problematic. I think I'm going to go prone and just see if I can pull back. Hopefully this fellow will put in an appearance. Just with the slope and the trees and all the stuff, could be mighty hard to get eyes on him, keep eyes on him. We'll use this stuff for cover here. See if we can circle up and around, get on this ridge. It's kind of hard to find a spot where we can get the shot. I think he might have kept right on and going, because he has not called. He was right down at the water's edge. I kinda hate to push up on him. Just because he could be on his way up to us, and if I push down too far I could miss the shot, because he could pass us on one side, or we could make too much noise, spook him. Alright, that's another one. And he's down there on the water too. Because it's good solid 100 meters or more down to where they called from. But there he is, I do believe. Right down there. 62 meters out, working his way in. And like I say, they are very, very sensitive creatures, so we'll see here. Let's see if we can mark a tree. That's 23 meters. If he was to pass within that range, but if we can get our blacktail out of the way early, that would be good. He should pass right through here, the tree where we made our mark. Right down over there. Of course, this rock really isn't the best place for us to be. So we're going to ease down off of it. "34 meters. Come on, just a little closer, pal." That tree is 26. Alright, I'm going to risk the shot. I hit him. Just not sure where I hit him. It was too fast a shot. Right about there's the last point I saw him. I'm just going to let him get to running out of his system, and then we'll track him. Alright, we've given that fella enough time that he should have gotten the running out of his system. Let's go down and see what kind of a hit it was. We've got another one down the hill there. I don't think it's the same deer. And it's heart lungs. And that other buck is coming in. So we got a clean shot. Got a clean shot. I think we've got another blacktail buck coming in on our patch. Keep hearing something. But I had to fudge the shot a little bit. Being a downhill shot, angled the way it was and the way he was facing, I couldn't be completely certain of a shot through both lungs. But he was close enough that with his high strung as they are, he wouldn't have stayed there much longer and he'd have run and we wouldn't have got the shot. So I made a calculated decision. Decided that it was better to take the shot and hit him poorly than to take the shot, not take the shot at all. But he's got good heart lung blood here, so he shouldn't have gone far. We're gonna keep low and move slow simply because there's the possibility of running into a bear or a moose as we do this. So, but with our goal being taking one animal of each species with the recurve, and with as difficult as taking a blacktail is with the recurve because of how sensitive they are as a species, I'm mighty glad to get this guy and get him out of the way. He's still fleeing. He shouldn't have made it too much farther. If we got heart lung, our only concern is him going back on his original trail and the trail becoming confused. See, I think that's his original incoming trail. Because that's awful close to suddenly gone to wandering again. And this is a little bit of a concern here. Because I do think that we've got his original incoming trail down here, and that means the tracks are going to get a bit confused. I think we're going to go back to the last good track we had. I think we're going to try up the hill here. So there he was still fleeing. I think he actually went upwards here. I don't think he went downwards. I think the hunter mate is deceiving us a little bit here. Now, that is incoming. Let's check up the hill here. I want to be completely sure because this is where we could lose him. And there went another blacktail buck right up there. I don't think it was our buck. I think our buck is down. But I may have hit him right at the junction of the neck and the body. And if I did, we'll get heart-lung blood. But we're just going to see. We're going to come on up here because that fellow who just ran, if it was our fellow, we'll see the tracks. And it wasn't, so. Alright, well, our last fleeing track is right down here. I guess all we can do is trust the hunter mate and hope that it's not steering us wrong. Yeah, I think that's part of his original trail. Because it doesn't make sense in the context of how he fled and where we last saw him, you know. Alright, so here we go. Fleeing track. Going right straight this way. So we're going to trust this because he has run a real straight course here. And we're going to see if maybe instead of cutting off left, he went over the edge here. Yep, he sure enough did. In fact, I think I may see him out there in the water. Oh, we just had another buck call. Still fleeing. We're going to keep right on this line here, see what we see. Yep, there he is, by golly. Fantastic. Let's hope we can get out to him. But that gets us our blacktail. So far we've got our whitetail. Oh, look at him. No, that was too slow. Too high. And a lot of rounds. There we go. I was gonna say, let's mark him, make sure we don't lose him. select this fella. Because since we got him, this fella with the arrow, oh yeah, body, shoulder blade, left lung. So we got him. We'll just snap that for the proof. Let's go pick this other fella up. I like the challenge of taking running shots like that. Hopefully we can get out to him. But he was so close that it was hard to get the scope on him. If we'd have been using iron sights, it'd have been a much easier shot, this fella. But he was a good-looking blacktail, and figured, what the heck, we might as well. Oh yeah, good look at him. 58 meters. Score 153. You know, we're gonna take a trophy shot. I think I have a blacktail of that size, but I'd like to make darn sure we will take the trophy shot, and we're gonna taxidermy him, because I think he might be better than what we've got currently. And there goes the rain. Alright, well, we still need a moose and a black bear with the bow. I'm going to reload here. But we've managed to get our blacktail. So in our next segment, we're going to be going for moose and black bear. Sasquatch, Sasquatch, knocking on the trees, chucking rocks and screaming like a troop of chimpanzees. Sasquatch, Sasquatch, running around my place. Are you the missing link, or are you from outer space?